Hi, Jeff Kaiser with Golf for Newbies. We're out here at the Foxtail Golf Course in beautiful Boise, Idaho, and we're going to learn our third session in our Golf for Newbies program, and we call this the swing video. Now this video is really made to learn and to watch right after you've done the progression video. I can't stress that enough. I know I talked about that a lot, but you really need to understand all the fundamentals of the stance prior to ever looking at this video. Now this video was made specifically for Golf for Newbies. And over the many years, 8-9 years now that I've been teaching golf, I've had so many different students be confused when they get to me because of all the different ways and the things that their friends have taught them and things that they've seen. It just doesn't make any sense to them. And the reason why it doesn't make any sense is because there are so many different things that you're trying to do all at the same time. I mean, if you think about it, there's probably 20, 30 different things that happen in the golf swing, from the stance all the way to impact of the ball, and there's no way that you can keep 30 things in your mind. When I teach my students, it's one maximum of 2 swing thoughts at all times, because that's the most that you're going to actually be able to execute. Now, when I very first started this and coming up with this particular program, it kind of takes me back to when I found this couple, and they came to me with absolutely zero knowledge of golf. In fact, when they showed up, all the plastic was still on their golf clubs. It was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. They had never even done, all they did was they went, bought clubs, called me and said, okay, we're ready to learn. So from there, what do you do with somebody like that? Well, you're probably in that same boat right now. Never done anything or done very, very little, or the only thing that you've ever learned is from your friends. Most of that stuff, you know, I would really verify a lot of that stuff. Take a lot of that stuff with a grain of salt. Get the right teaching, and then some of these other things that you see, make sure that it really fits into the correct way of actually doing things. Obviously now you care about your golf swing. You care, you've taken the time, you've spent the money, and you really want to learn that, and that's what this specifically is designed for. It is a step-by-step program to show you how to execute the proper golf swing in a sequential way. Just like the progression in the stance, this is a progression of your actual swing. So what this is also designed to accomplish is it gives you a way to practice. That's the most important thing in golf, is you need to understand and learn how to practice. I can't make you a better golfer, but what I can do is I can make you a much better person, being able to understand how to practice. And the more you practice, the better you will become. So take that for what it's worth, in the fact that you are learning now how to practice. And that is what's going to actually ultimately take it out on the course and let you execute those things. So again, make sure that you watch the progression video. Then from here, learn the swing video. Take your clubs, watch the entire video from start to finish of the swing, and then take your clubs out in the backyard, find a weed or something to line up to, and just start taking swings. And really get into yourself in those positions. And I can't stress enough how important it is to not be hitting balls while you're doing this. You really need to understand it first and swing and be able to make contact with the ground and put yourself into those different positions that we're going to show you the correct way, instead of just getting out and just starting to try to beat balls, because that's just never going to work for you. That is the frustration of golf. This video is designed to take all the frustration out and give you the really clear-cut direction on how to swing the golf club without all the fancy angles and all the golf terminology that you hear that half of us don't even understand in the first place. And that's partly why I made this type of program for you, is so that it takes all that stuff out for you. So you will understand what you're doing. You're not just making motions because somebody says it. You actually understand why. And the really cool thing about it is you're going to go out on the practice course, out on the driving range, and you're going to be able to walk down the driving range and just look at people, and you'll be able to tell instantly what they're doing wrong, just because you now know what's right. And that's where the frustration leaves you, and then you can start having fun with this game. The other nice thing about today is we have a student, Ben, who we're going to teach for the first time on film the swing video, and you'll be able to see the things that he's going to be going through, and how really simple the golf swing can be when you understand how and why and when and all the good terminologies of it. So let's get Ben out here and let's get going on this.
Hi, my name's Ben. I'm the student here working with Jeff on this Golfing for Newbies series. I am a student currently at Boise State University. I've lived in Boise most of my life. I'm married with 3 beautiful little girls. My experience with golf so far has just been Tiger Woods for the PlayStation, and I'm really good at that, but decided to take golf up for real, you know, and see what I can do with it. It's always been something that I've wanted to do, and having this opportunity has actually been really exciting for me to learn how to do it on the real golf course. So I'm excited to be here.